And that's where they can get this is an ebook.
Yeah, on America, what's that, Amazon.com, BarnesandNobles.com. They got the iPhone things. I think Smashwords you can order from there for Sony systems. And so, yeah, you go online and it'll pop right up for you.
Now, with all you do, you find time to give back. We've got to talk about ULP, the
Right.
Urban Literacy Project. Let's talk about that. 'Cause we were talking about how boys
Right.
don't read.
Well, again, we going back to my agent saying that you need to work for a literacy project.
Right.
You know, if you're so concerned about men and boys not reading. And so I went ahead and started my own in 2008. And with that, I wanted to deal with the public school systems. And so I had an opportunity to speak in Philadelphia and Cincinnati, in Chicago and Atlanta and Houston,
Nice.
of course in Charlotte, in DC, in Detroit, you know. And so I had a chance to speak at a lot of places. And I wanted to open it up as a nonprofit, but of course you still have to get, you know, contributions to keep a nonprofit going.
Absolutely.
Well, in 2008, 1 year away from the economy crashing in 2009, it's not a whole lot of charity going on. And then I was working with school systems, and they started cutting the budgets from the school system. So they looked at me like, well, you're an extra expense that we can't afford. You know, so we can't pay the teachers. We can't pay a literary expert like you to come in and teach us what we need to do. And so it's just gotten really hard, but you still need students to learn what they need to learn, and they're still not getting it. You know, so with the Urban Literacy Project, I came up with 5 key components of literacy, which are reading, writing, thinking, visualization, and application. And so I go into the school systems and I teach those 5 key components. That's also on my website at omartyree.com. And I'm also putting out a manual called the 5 key components of literacy for teachers, parents, and for students.
That's a wonderful thing right there.
Yeah.
How can your fans reach you?
OmarTyree.com all day long.
That'll
gravitate toward doing, but all the people who read the books, some of the books, I still have a load of books that you haven't read in different subjects. And for all the men that think I'm just writing for women, that's not the case. Go to my website, omartyree.com, and see all the masculine books I've written. Go to the review section so you can see exactly what those books are about, the summaries, and then you can go ahead and come inside here and read a couple books that are good for you as well.
Some of the things that you do in the community as far as your business, just talk about that real quick.
Okay, I bring New York Times bestsellers here, award-winning, Essence of Winning. My thing, just like Omar said, is I want to get people reading, adults reading. So I wanted to get my son reading, and I was not reading, so I was being hypocritical. So I said I need to do something about it, develop a book club through Lee Hall Elementary. I was doing a lot of parent involvement specialist things. And so from there, I met a group of women. We just really just kind of connect, found out we like to read. Did a book club from there, had a couple of book club followers. And from there, I said, I want to get serious with this. So I read Kimberly Lawson Roby's book. And from reading her book, I read 8 of her books in less than 3 months.
Wow.
So I wanted to give back to the authors. So I say, let me help authors whatever way I can do by having shows and making it live so that the public here in the Newport News area could come by and see what we're doing.
So you do event planning as well?
I do event planning.
Nice, nice.
So my first thing was I saw Omar, and I'm like, he was at an expo, Black Expo. It was in 2008. I didn't know him. I knew his name, but I didn't know him to like everybody else.
All
like,
ladies know his name.
Yeah, they was falling out on him. I came up to him, and I'm a people person, so I sat right. I stood by him. I said, Omar, I got a book club and all this stuff, and he was doing his thing, and I'm touching him on the shoulder. I don't know if he remember. I'm grabbing him like he's one of my ace boom coons. And I said, Omar, and I kept talking to him for 2 hours. He may not remember, maybe he might. And he
talked his ear off, basically.
I talked to him for 2 hours, and he told me, he said, Ellen, okay, you're 100%, you're a green person, you're a seller, okay.
Right.
And then he gave me his card. And then from there, of course, I harassed him through email. Okay, Omar, you said
well, she was coming back and forth. It wasn't a straight 2 hours. She kept coming back. Omar, I'm telling you, I'm going to, and I was trying to sell my books. That
right, you're trying to have your business, right?
Yeah, but she kept coming back and coming back.
Persistence.
So it wasn't a straight 2 hours because I wouldn't allow her to do that.
Yeah, you wouldn't allow her.
There's people around me.
That's right.
Yeah, hold on, ma'am.
Yeah. And so people.
So it wasn't a straight 2 hours.
You got to work on that currency exchange, and then you can talk to them. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah,
and he told me, and I was like, okay, Omar, I see you got people here. I'm going to flag them in. Hey, y'all know Omar? And I flagged them over there.
Nice.
And they, they were coming anyway. And I said, okay. And so at the end of the day, I bought a book from him, and he wrote in his book. Here's something that readers, I'm going to say this to you, Omar. I don't know if other readers would say it. when you do an autograph in I won't speak about me, when you do an autograph in the book, I like to wait to get home, then I look at what you said to me. And so when I got home, it's kind of like something tangible,
Right.
and it's something good. Reading is just so excellent for me. So I sat down, I said, let me see what Omar said to me.
Excellent. Go ahead.
I looked at it, and I opened it up. You know what he said? Something simple. Ellen, it's time to do business.
Wow.
And I was like, whoa, that was grand
But that's
to me.
big, though. That's big.
And so I opened up my first debut with Omar.
How can people get in
First debut.
contact with you, Ellen?
They can get in contact with me on Facebook. I'm there a lot under my name, Ellen Sutter, Ellen Ann Sutter, or follow me on Twitter at Miss Suggs.